we've converted 100 hectares officially, but really it's only 53 effective hectares under dairying. We've got 7 cows to the hectare on it, running 400 cows or 14 cows at peak. Those cows at the moment, doing in excess of 4,100 odd milk solids a hectare. We don't go and get the cows. The cows bring themselves in, so they're wandering in at their own leisure. We have automatic gates that open and bat latches, and they come in again, traditionally in the morning, about 2:30 in the morning for supplements for 5 o'clock milking, or others 5 milking. Again in the afternoon they wander out. We have never ever push a cow. The cow comes in at their own. I mean, it's just the simplicity of the type of farming that makes it easy for both myself anyway as the owner, but perhaps not necessarily for the manager. But he seems to have caught onto this, onto the type of farming and also the system of farming, and it's all about the system. We're trying to keep the animal happy. The herd as a herd is certainly run as one mob. It's quite interesting when you watch them come towards the herd home under no pressure, because there's no one pushing them, and they seem to peel off. Like the first 3 will go into the herd home on the right, the second 2 will go left, and they seem to always stay together in the herd homes. And an ironical thing about it is, if you counted each herd home, you'd basically have a 50-50, and those 50-50s we've found is strange thing. The heifer will be beside another heifer, will be the same sort of cow, and they line up all the time together. Last winter when we started, we had them inside. We let them out every fine day. On a wet day they come back inside, so environmentally, A, our paddocks aren't being affected by the wet and mud, and B, the cow is warm and keeps the condition. We had snow for 2 days and they were inside for 2 days. Everybody else was struggling with cows. Prior to calving, we had absolutely no issues whatsoever, so animal welfare wise you couldn't get better. With collecting the effluent, the solids in the herd home bunker here, we actually put the urea on one of the supplement blocks. We've tested the urine we take off, and the urine 10 millimetres applied is equal to 33 kilos of nitrogen per hectare. So instead of putting up to 300 hectares on our barley crop for alkylage, which is a normal practice in this area under irrigation, we've cut that down to 150, so quite significant savings. And I can see that going more as we put the solids towards the main dairy unit itself, and we're keeping the urine and the other watered effluent away from the dairy platform. Our environmental footprint of actual nitrogen and dung in the paddock is actually less, simply because we're collecting a lot of it here in the herd home. I found it a lot easier than a traditional dairy farm that we developed 12 months previous. I'm not a dairy farmer, I was a cropping farmer, and Pablo's had 6 years in the industry, and yet we're putting out performances that I think are equal there to the top 5% of New Zealand. So it just gives you an easy, it allows you to do an easy type of farming, or more accountable, it's easy to measure. We're at, we're under 368 metres above sea level here. We face the northwest and strong southerly wind. We haven't had any problem whatsoever. We've got the slats over the top, the battens, and we've battened every bay. But there's been some horrendous winds that have taken trees out, and we haven't found any problem with the herd home. In fact, the construction of the herd home is as good as anything, and in fact we lost a steel roof rather than the herd home roof with a wind after it had been built. So no, I'm happy as far as the construction and the durability. We all know it's got a lifetime, the roof. So basically, it's just that all-round ease of management that makes it so much easier. We've set up a fairly elaborate system to do it. I'm pleased I did, because that's made it a lot better than I think doing it piecemeal.